make us experience that oneness. Let's understand what is Nithyananda Yoga. There are so many streams of forms of yoga out there right now. So what's so special about Nithyananda Yoga? So basically, Swamiji says that Nithyananda Yoga is the revival of the original yoga, which is what was gifted and prescribed by Sadashiva. So Swamiji say that whatever he has taken is actually as per the intention of Sadashiva, not a mere physical exercise, not as a clear path to manifest yogi power. Okay, so basically, this science, Nithyananda Yoga, is basically to prepare you to manifest the yogic powers as per what Sadashiva has outlined. So Nithyananda Yoga is all about experiencing, expressing, and manifesting the state, space, powers, and glory of Sadashiva. So now we are going to watch a quick YouTube video, which was put together by the Nithyananda Yoga team. So let me just pause for a while. Let me just play that. All right, so let me just share quickly. Share the audio.
Yoga's become an $80 billion industry, incorporating everything you could think of from animals to food, and everyone is looking to get their share, be it through expensive apparel or sponsored Instagram posts. This might look fashionable and harmless, but what you don't understand is the detrimental effects it has on your consciousness. When you're practicing authentic yoga, you're working with an independent intelligence, a science to awaken the inner potential energy within you. When you add your own twist to yoga, it changes this internal process and brings a different effect on your physiology, psychology, and neurology. Some people practice yoga to build a strong physique, for the healing of an ailment, or for relieving stress and anxiety. However, throughout the years, the original source of yoga has been lost, and the entire science has been diluted. Many of the traditional yogic asanas and their context have completely disappeared from the mainstream practice. Yoga is not just about asanas, but aligning the body to the cosmic geometry and experiencing different states and dimensions. To miss this context is missing the whole purpose of yoga. Adiyogi, Sadashiva, is the creator of yoga. He delivered the original yogic scriptures through the Vedas and Agamas as a way to experience the ultimate through our bodies. After the revelation of yoga by Sadashiva himself, great yogis and sadhus practiced yoga to acquire the best physique and physiology to manifest the state and powers of Sadashiva. This is authentic yoga. Agoris, sadhus, sannyasis have always exemplified the yogic powers and demonstrated incredible feats. As recently as a few centuries back, powerful yogis roamed the earth shamelessly showcasing these powers. However, an unknown enemy violently attacked the very foundation of Hinduism. Fueled by the desire for power and control, strategic acts of pillaging, mass starvation, and cultural genocide cheated the modern Hindu into believing their own history as mythology. Today, we live in a society where child obesity has become accepted. Cancer is almost anticipated, and depression and suicide is at an all-time high. This is a distant sight from the peak of human potential described in the Vedas and Agamas. Nithyananda, the cosmos itself landed as a lightning bolt and revived the authentic yoga from the source. He is taking humans and making them superhumans with yogic bodies meant for manifesting powers. For the first time, Swamiji is reintroducing the Shastra Pramanas and reviving the purest form of yoga. He has already collected, preserved, translated, and delivered to the world many of the original yogic scriptures which were virtually inaccessible. He is the only being teaching yoga based on authentic Hindu Shastras, and it is the only yoga for manifesting Shaktis, the amazing powers of Sadashiva. As a lifelong yogi and avatar, Swamiji is able to give an experiential understanding to his disciples by transmitting the state and space of a yogi. With 2 world records in Shivastambha Yoga and Kundalini Raju Yoga, he is taking the world of yoga by storm. He has published 108 plus Nithya Kriyas, 900 plus yogic asanas, 300 plus yogic techniques, 600 meditation techniques, and much more. He has tens of thousands of initiated yogis worldwide. He continues to give breakthroughs to all his disciples by initiating them into new yogic powers. His vision is to make Nithyananda Yoga the certifying authority on yoga as per the Vedic scriptures, to bring authenticity back to the practice. He will have thousands of Nithyananda Yoga acharyas ordained to share this authentic science with the world. And to verify everything with Shastra Pramana and Apta Pramana, he intends to build the world's largest library of yogic techniques authenticated by the yogic scriptures. He is establishing yoga as a powerful science to explore your possibilities, manifest Shaktis, and explore the 25 states of consciousness and 11 dimensions of the universe.
Sorry, that's a quick introduction of the Nithyananda Yoga and the connection back to the source Sadashiva. So as you know that Swamiji refer a lot to Vedas and Agamas because they are the source books of Hinduism or Sanatana Hindu Dharma. So the revelation from Vedas and Agamas from the Shastra, basically the scriptural authority on the truth, because they came directly from the mouth of Bhagavan Sadashiva to his consort, Adishakti, Devi. So basically, all that is compiled in the Vedas and Agamas came directly from the source, which is Sadashiva. That's why when we refer everything back to Vedas and Agamas, it is actually direct instruction or the authentic source instruction from the creator of this whole science itself. So that's why here we say seeking the source, going back to the source where all this science came from, originated from Sadashiva. So in the Agamas, Vedas and Agamas, Sadashiva gave 4 padas, the Yoga Pada, Chara Pada, Kriya Pada, and Jnana Pada. So in the Yoga Pada, he basically outlined the science of the union of oneness, how to achieve the Avaita, the union, oneness with him. So that is the whole science. And of course, in the Charapada is the enlightened lifestyle to purify the muscle memory. Basically, the whole lifestyle, how you should live to radiate that, possibility of that oneness and manifesting what you want and the powers of Sadashiva. And Kriya Pada is a spiritual process to manifest anything you want as reality. And Jnana Pada is the enlightened feeling about everything that exists. Basically, Jnana Pada talk about the manifestation of powers. Okay, so today we're going to focus on Yoga Pada, one of the padas of Sadashiva. So let's look at Yoga Pada. It says it is the science of union of oneness. Okay. Now, basically, the Vedas are the ultimate superior authority for the Hindus. And Vedas are the pure science, like a pure science, where the ultimate truths are explained. But Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology, the applied science is expanded. So all Hindu bodies except Vedas and Agamas as the Shruti, basically that it is heard from the source, and everything else follow is Smritis, right? Smriti means whatever is remembered in the scripture. So Agamas are directly revealed by Bhagavan Paramashiva. They are more like a practical manual on how to, what to, where to. It's like the how part, where and how, that how to basically start practicing. So all these details are answered with the right context, giving enough understanding. Okay, so I'm just saying in a more sympathetic and compassionate way, with a lot of concern for human being, with tremendous user friendliness. So basically, Agamas is kind of like the more detailed way to how to practice in a more sympathetic, compassionate way, which is more user-friendly. So this is the way how Sadashiva had divided Vedas and Agamas. So there is also the Charapada, which is the lifestyle, because once you understand the science, living it, the whole transmission, after the initiation by the enlightened guru, then start living it as a lifestyle, because only when you start living it, you will get the full benefit. So Swamiji say, don't just maintain the body, raise your consciousness, because only by raising the consciousness, we awaken the latent potential energy of Kundalini Shakti, the inner potential energy. Okay, so because the whole purpose of human, taking a human body is to raise our consciousness, to discover our consciousness, to realize our ultimate potential. So, which is the largest untapped natural resource lying within us, which is our Kundalini energy. Once it is awakened by the Guru, the Kundalini energy brings about extraordinary transformation in the body-mind system of individual, including a huge surge of energy level, and also healing of chronic diseases and also enhanced mental ability. So awakening the Kundalini energy brings a lot of benefits, not just physical health, but many possibility opens up, whether it's mental as well as ability to have yogic powers. Okay, so that's what Sadashiva is leading us to live like him, to be him. So basically, he says consciously build the right muscle memory, because all our day-to-day habits, like morning, how we wake up, what we do with yoga, we sip a coffee, the kind of food we do, all these behaviors, habits, action form our so-called muscle memory. So it is important to program or build the right muscle memory for enlightenment, for the flowering of the consciousness. So if you create the right muscle memory, it helps you to manifest a beautiful, right life. However, if you build the wrong muscle memory, it makes you manifest not so ideal life, okay? Which means lots of suffering, lots of confusion, depression, all that kind of psychosomatic disturbances happens when you don't have the right muscle memory. See, at the end of the day, your life, your living is just the expression of the muscle memories you build. So that is a very, very powerful cognition. How you live your life is just an expression of your muscle memory. So that's why in yoga, we place a lot of emphasis on, building the right muscle memory, like a whole lifestyle or a lot of techniques, basically like detoxifying your muscle memory, literally transform your life to a royal life. When Swamiji says royal life, means you literally live like God on planet Earth, not just as normal human being, full of struggle, full of confusion and emotions. Whereas when you start building this right muscle memory, you live, royally, literally like God. So let's look at the next slide. So in the Yoga Patha, here's a Shastra Pramana taken from Karana Agama, Yoga Patha, chapter 2, verse 3. It says, through the practice of yoga, one can attain beneficent accomplishment. He can attain liberation, not only just having a healthy body, liberation, moksha is possible. He can ascend to the state of ineffable bliss. It means experience your original state, which is ananda, bliss. Yoga is not just posture, breathing techniques, but the very signs of achieving the space, radiating the state, and manifesting the powers, the Shakti of the original yogi, Sadashiva, in the universe, Paramashiva himself. So authentic yoga makes people manifest spiritual powers from Avaita. That means the space of oneness or enlightenment. So that is the whole, purpose of learning the authentic yoga from the soul. It's a preparation for you to manifest powers just like Paramashiva. So in Nithyananda Yoga, as you know that right now we have two series. One is a Pratama Vinyasa Krama, which is 108 yoga asana. The next one is DVK, okay? And that is about 308 yoga asana, if I'm not wrong. So one thing in common within these two Vinyasa Krama, which is the 12 components, because Swamiji has included these 12 components comprising asanas, mudra, bandhas, pranayama, aushada, karana, visualization, japa, chanting, weight, which is like dumbbell, and mandala, like Sri Chakra, and aparana, which is the jewelry. So with all these 12 components combined, when you practice Nithyananda Yoga, strong roots are built within the body and you experience bliss, the bliss which is our original state. So this form of yoga delivers a direct experience of samadhi, the oneness with the ultimate. You fall into the samadhi and you radiate the state, space, and power of Paramashiva. So that is the preparation to, manifest state, space, and powers of Paramashiva. So the authentic yoga is meant to deliver this important dimension, vyakta, the manifest, and avyakta, the unmanifest. Understand this 12 component of yoga works on the unmanifest layer, which is avyakta, what Swamiji called as anti-metal, anti-sound, anti-sex, which is something that you have to experience it to understand what he's trying to impart or convey. See, anything done in the level of Usha, he said matter. Due to matter's quality, it goes up and down. It doesn't stay permanently. Whereas anything done at the level of Chaya, which is existent, antimatter, which is energy, it does not go down. It stays permanently. If it is done on Usha, you only work at the mind level. That means the mind is working. So, however, if it's done on Chaya, it remains in the body and it is permanent. So with Usha aligned, with Usha aligned to Chaya, the body manifests the consciousness. Hence, perfection is established in Chaya. So the whole point is the state of perfection comes only when you are radiating in the state of antimatter, the unmanifest. Okay. So here I'm going to introduce now the Nithyananda Yoga Challenge, the International Yoga Day Competition 2023. So these are the official flyers that have been sent from Kailasa, the Department of Nithyananda Yoga. So here they have divided the competition into 3 categories. The first categories are for beginners. Okay, so they are mainly from the 108 series, Pratama Vinyasa Krama. And he says the rules goes, I'll go through the detailed rules later, but what you need to do is out of these 4 asanas, you can pick 2 out of these 4 yoga asanas and then record yourself practicing it and submit that video into the registration and take part in the contest. Okay, so now I'm going to show the video which was created by 308. Yeah. Yes, so we have a video created by the Kailasa Department of Nithyananda Yoga. They created this video for each category. So in terms of how to practice it, so let's look at it. So the 4 yoga asana are Nataraja, Pachimatasana, Barakeki asana, and Shashrasana, the headstand. Okay, so let's once again, I will pause here and then we will look at the video.
The next asana is Natarajasana. With the respective hand, hold onto the sole of the foot from the inside. Extend the opposite hand forward in Bindu Mudra with index and thumb together. Simultaneously kick and pull the foot back and up while leaning forward. Visualize yourself as Lord Nataraja as you engage Mulavanda, the root lock.
उत्तानपादं क्राञ्चं च मरीचं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
The next asana is Paschimottanasana. With your legs stretched out, bend from the waist and hold the big toes with index and middle fingers in Prana Mudra. Bring your chest to the thighs, head to the knees, and engage all three bandhas as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
जानो परिललाटं तो पश्चिमं तानमुच्यते येन केन प्रकारेण सुखं दार्यं च जायते.
The next asana is Baddha Keki Asana. From Padmasana, rise up onto the knees and place your palms on the ground with the fingers pointing towards your body. Keep your elbows together and press them against the navel as you then lean forward, find balance and extend your knees up off the ground. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and engage Mula Bandha.
धरामवष्टभ्यकरद्वयेन तत्पूर्वपरि स्थापितानि पार्श्वः उच्चासनोदन्नपदोत्थितक्के मायूरमेतत् प्रवदन्ति पीठम्.
From your knees, place your forearms on the ground, fingers interlock, elbows shoulder width apart. Place the top of your head onto the ground, holding the back of your head with your hands. Walk your toes forward until your hips align with your shoulders. Extend your legs up straight into Shirshasana. Balance in this headstand posture as you gaze to the tip of the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you engage Mula Bandha.
विपरीतं मण्डलं च द्वितैव विहितं हिनः दण्डासनं द्विधा प्रोक्तं विपरीतोपवेशने सर्वाङ्गशीर्षभागास्तु षट्षष्टिः प्रसितास्तु ते.
So this is the beginners series. Let's continue with the intermediate. Okay, so let's look at intermediate. The intermediate, same thing. You choose 2 out of 4 yogasana. These are the 4: Paswa Mayurasana, Mekchintra Asana, Payankasana, and Garuda Triasana. So let's look at the video as well. These you can pick any 2 out of these 4.
The next asana is Parashvamayurasana. Now squat on your toes with the legs together. Twist your body, place both hands to one side. Align your elbows with the knee and the hip. Lean onto the arms and balance, extending your legs to the side. Gaze to your third eye, visualize yourself as a peacock. Exhale fully in a controlled manner in Rechaka Kumbhaka as you engage Mula Bandha.
Mayoram dandavat kurjan mayoram dandanamakam kurjan mayoram parshvabhyam mayora parshvanamakam.
The next asana is Matrantarasana. Now place your right foot on the left thigh. Place the left foot on the right knee and bring the left hand behind the back, holding onto the right thigh. Place your right hand on the left thigh, twist your body, gaze to your third eye, and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
Vama janga para dakshina pava dahini janga para vamilyave.
The next asana is Paryankasana. Lie on your back and place your feet on the mat. Bring your arms over the head and place the hands spread on the mat as well. With your fingers pointing towards your feet, lift your entire body up off the ground and visualize yourself as sturdy as stone furniture.
Uttan shayanam hastadalabhyam bhumim avashtabhyapadalabhyam bhumim dipvana vipradesham urdhvam kuryat paryankasanam bhavati.
The next asana is Garudasana 3. Stand tall and wrap the left leg over and around the right knee. Tuck the left toes on the other side of the right calf. Simultaneously cross the left arm below the right and bring the palms together in Namaskara Mudra. Visualize
Uttana korma pitam cha saimhas garudameva cha vatayanam gomukam cha bharadwajam trivikramam.
So let's continue with the advanced level then. So the advanced category is actually these 4 asanas: Bodhyasana, Supta Konasana, Viparita Karani, and Anantasana. Okay, Anantasana. So let's look at the video.
as you return to a seated posture. Now sit with your hands behind the calves and stretch your legs up in front of you. Bring your forehead to the knees, come to a vertical position with your legs. Visualize Swamiji start breathing in Vastika Kumbhaka, rapidly in and exhaling through your nose, like the bellows of a blacksmith. Engage the Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashimboham in Bodhyasana.
दो हाथ बग बाहर आने गोड़ा तरे कांग सीटाने अंगुष्ठ पिंडली लगदादरे चरण उबे आकाश दिशि करे.
Lay on your back, lift your hips, take your feet over the head, with your toes on the floor. Supta Konasana. In the same position, spread your legs wide to the side. Keep your hips above the shoulder level and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
Parivatek Okshibahi Tridahi Parikirtakam Bagdakonam Suptakonam Urdhakonamatapicha.
The next asana is Viparita Karani. Lie supine, raise your hips and legs up. Bring your hands to the lower back for support if needed to raise your legs, but then Place the elbows and hands extended on the mat below, helping your body balance with the legs up. Move your legs around and around in circles as you visualize Swamiji and engage Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha. Next up is Anantasana. Sit and extend both legs out. Lift one foot behind your neck. Lie on your back. Lift the right leg behind your neck. The left hand holds the foot from the top. Straighten your body. Concentrate on prana moving from Muladhara to Brahmarandra. Gaze to the tip of the nose as you do so. And visualize yourself as infinite or endless, being an eternal one.
उत्तानशयनी एकैकं पायी ग्रीवायां विन्यस्य दलहस्तेन पावाग्रं गृहीत्वा
You know, the last asana, just by looking only, the guy put it on their neck, my kundali get awakened. The other asana didn't have this effect. The moment I look at this guy, put the leg on the shoulder and lie on the back, I don't know why my kundali got awakened. All right, so this is the basically 12 yoga asanas based on the 3 categories of beginners, intermediate, and advanced. Okay, so here are the general rules that we need to abide by. So here, 1, if the participants are under the age of 18, that means children, they must be registered by the parents who are of course over 18 and or their legal guardian. Okay, so in the registration form, if let's say you're filling in for your child, you need to make sure that you register under your name, and then the child's name will be, we have a registration form that you need to fill in the child's age and the name, so that we know that you are sending the basically the competition entry for a children, okay, for the children or your child. So all asanas are to be performed during the yoga competition will be as per competition categories details as sourced from Nithyananda Yoga as found in the Nithyananda Yoga ebook. And then the expected attire is the traditional yoga gear. In fact, they have a video to show you how to wear the traditional yoga gear, the yoga wear, okay? And for women, it will be full covering clothing for females. That means, you know, you shouldn't be wearing some kind of showing midriff or whatever. So it'll be the traditional one that we wear is the black one, and so it should be fully covered, full bottom half coverings for male. Okay, so the participant may use yoga mat if you desire, and however, no other yoga equipment or assistant devices may be used at any point. So just only yoga mat, any other things is not needed, because these are the 4 rules that we found in the website for this contest. Then also here are the technical requirements. So for you to do the recording, to submit your entry, okay, so to ensure successful participation of this competition, all of you who want to submit must ensure that the following technical requirements are met. 1, participant must use a high definition camera, such as a webcam or a smartphone camera, in order for the faces to be clearly seen, visible, and to enable judges to accurately evaluate their performance. The blurry or unclear pictures or videos will not be accepted, okay? The camera should be positioned in front of the participant in such a way that it displays the participant fully while sitting or lying on the back, and in supine, lying back on the back. Failure to capture the full asanas will be marked accordingly by the yoga competition judges. So the judges will see the quality of a video to make sure that it is in compliance with the, the visibility. So participants must ensure the room in which they are performing the yoga asanas has sufficient lighting for the participant and performance to be clearly visible. Don't record it in the night that nobody can see or very poor lighting. So any poor visibility due to lighting, unclear camera, whatever it may be, where the participant face is not clear, will not be accepted, because they need to make sure that you are the participant and you are the one performing and not some other people performing. Okay. So any other technical issues or requirements are not covered within this list will be dealt with appropriately as decided by the Kailasa event team and the Yoga Acharya team, okay, who is in charge. So these are the technical requirements. So make sure that when you're doing the submission, be mindful of these technical requirements. Here's the assessment criteria given by the Nithyananda Yoga team. So the asanas performed will be assessed based on the following criteria. One, technique, whether you are doing the technique properly. That means based on the instruction given from the video, are you following the technique accordingly? Second, stability and strength. That means when you're performing the yoga asana, Swamiji say that in the Yoga Sutra Patanjali, the posture must be stiram sukham asana. You need to be stable and comfortable. So when you're stable and comfortable, then you demonstrate that you have mastered that asana. So stability and strength is needed to make sure that when you're doing the asanas, it shows that you are, you're comfortable and you're stable. Okay. Then grace, you're radiating grace, not like in pain or in suffering and cringing or whatever. No, you should be feeling relaxed and graceful. Okay. And then flexibility, how flexible you are in performing the different levels of the asana. So that is also one criteria, and also the difficulty of the asana. Like for instance, some of the category within each, some are asana within each category, some are relatively easier, some are a lot more challenging because they require not only strength or maybe certain flexibility, like hip opening, like the Anantarasana, right? That one you really require deep hip opening. So these will be assessed based on the following criteria. Okay. Now, so from Kailasa Singapore, we have on a weekly basis, 15 classes available. So people who are new to Nithyananda Yoga, these are the classes we have every morning, daily morning during the Brahma Muhurta time, conducted by Sri Nithya Yoga Nyanananda. Basically, is online. Most of the classes are online, except for a few classes that we have physical, which you can come to the center. And on Monday evening, we have Shant, 7 to 8:30. So that is also available online. And then on Thursday, we also have physical and online by Sri Nithyananda Yoga. So basically that is from 8:15 to 9:45, so 1.5 hours, Thursday morning. And then we have the Thursday PBK online for kids. This is for children under e-Guruku by another Paramashantini. So it's from 5 to 6 p.m. And then we have on the weekend, we have e-Guruku classes where kids are taught Nithyananda Yoga. During the 2-hour session, we have puja, we have Nithyananda Yoga, we have powerful cognition and power manifestation. So during this, within that 45 minutes or 1 hour or so, we have the Nithyananda Yoga within the e-Guruku lesson. So basically on a Saturday morning, we have this part of the yoga is conducted by Ma Parameshwari, okay? And then we have again Saturday afternoon, PVK physical and online by Jnana Parada. So he's conducting both at the center and the online available. It can also join online. And then on Saturday afternoon, we have under e-Guruku Mandarin. The class will be Mandarin for kids. Basically, the yoga will be conducted by Ma Nithyananda. Basically, Anandyata. Okay, and then we have also on Sunday morning the physical and online class by Jnana Pradada from 8 to 9:30 a.m. Okay, and also on Sunday afternoon we have the Iguruku English class from 3 to 5. Again, the yoga component will be conducted by Ma Parameshwari. Okay, so these are the yoga classes. I have not included the prep class because the prep class are mainly a preparation for that. Okay. Also Tuesday afternoon. Oh, my sorry. Yeah, sorry, I missed that out. I will add that in. I will include that in for Maheshwari. No, that one is under prep class. Under prep class, is it? Preparation class, I don't add it in because they are not basically preparing for this part of the entire PBK, because the preparation is more very short sessions, so I'm not going to add that in for this purpose. Okay, so here's a registration link. So let me just pause for a while. We have actually requested the participants are supposed to register so they can submit the basic information for us to capture from the center. So I'm just going to share what is a form which requires some of the vital information like name, phone number, email ID, and the category you are submitting, whether it's beginners, intermediate, or advanced. And then if you are submitting on the behalf of your child, then you need to give the name of the child and the age. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the registration form. Once you send the registration form, the detailed information will be shared with the submission, the people who submit. Okay, any questions so far?
I have a question, Ma.
Yeah, the
Nithyananda.
deadline is based on the flyers. It is 19, which means 5 days from now. When I saw this, I'm like, why so soon? So I'm actually going to request to see if we can extend the deadline. Okay, this is my humble request to the organizer of this Nithyananda Yoga department to extend the submission date, because I think for people to practice, for people to get acquainted, for people to be able to record, we need some time and upload. So I think, I think when they announce, they're expecting it to be happening in 1 week. I mean, it is good for people who are regularly practicing Nithyananda Yoga, but let's say we're going to do this competition extend to the mass, to people who are new to Nithyananda Yoga, then perhaps maybe they need a little bit more time. So anyway, we'll come back to you whether we can extend the submission date maybe 1 week later instead of just 5 days left. Okay, so should we have the respective mantra instruction at the background of the video? Okay, so at this moment, in the rules, it is not required. But of course, if you like to incorporate all the components, you can play that in the background because the videos are already provided. So you can play it while you're doing it. Okay, so it is possible if you use your laptop to play the mantra, which means somebody needs to administer for you. It means while you're doing the recording, somebody will play the mantra so that you can be seen doing the asana. Okay. Any other question? Please for the questions so that we can address them here. Now, especially for the existing yoga acharyas, so I will really highly recommend that you enrich either your existing student or recruit new students to take part. So you will be going through the regular practice of the 108 Pratama Vinasa Krama or DBK, some of the asanas from DBK. So you can maybe take this period to teach some of these asanas that are new to whether you're the devotees or the people who are coming to join this competition. So maybe for like instance in the Igurukul, let's say Parameshwari and Nandiyata, during these few weeks, you can focus on these asanas so that the kids can learn, let's say for instance, Shashasana, right? Or Natarajasana, Podiasana, all these yoga asanas, they are included in the challenge or the competition. They can actually, we can spend some time during the yoga session, during the e-gurukul, to help them to prepare how to deliver these yoga asanas in order for them to take part in the contest. So this is my recommendation for all the e-gurukul yoga acharyas to be able to, I would want all the children to participate. So enrich all the kids to participate because it's good experience for them as well. So just let the parents know to assist in the process of the recording and showcasing how the kids are performing these yoga asanas. Okay, will the presentation be shared since the links are there? Yes, we can share that, no problem. Anything else? Because I put together whatever information I've collated from the website and also whatever information we already know. And so you can actually have everything in one place. Any other question?
Where's the yoga attire? Just now it says the...
Okay, you want to see? I can show that. The yoga attire. Okay, I'll play that also since we have time, okay? We have a little bit more time. We'll play the yoga attire. Basically, it's like you need to wear this it's dhoti. You need to tie the dhoti. Okay. So I will share that now. They teach you how to wear the dhoti.
I thought it has to be black. No.
No, in this case, they have upgraded to a traditional yoga attire. Okay.
Nithyanandam. Welcome to Kailasa Singapore Yoga, the revival of original authentic yoga as per the ancient Hindu scriptures of enlightened Vedic civilization. In today's video, we will be showing you how to ready yourself for Kailasa Singapore Yoga practice. In order to understand better, we are making this video. It is important to recognize the fact that yoga is not just a fitness exercise, but rather yoga is a physical and physiological practice, a time-tested method to connect with the divine in oneness, have an experience of the ultimate super consciousness and manifest the powers of Paramashiva, the supreme divine super consciousness. In this video, you will learn the traditional way to tie a dhoti in a way comfortable for doing yoga, enhancing your experience. What is a dhoti? Why do we wear it? A dhoti is considered to be a symbol of purity, simplicity, and detachment from material possessions. It helps in developing focus, discipline, as it requires certain level of mindfulness and attention to maintain the proper draping. Also, the dhoti helps to allow the free flow of energy or prana into the body, facilitating spiritual growth and development.
And open it fully. Wear it around the hip in equal size from the tips, meaning the cloth should be exactly in the center from both ends. make a knot a little to the right side of the navel. It should be like a shoelace. Then you will see the dhoti falling into two sides, left hand side and right hand side. Take the left hand from the bottom of your left leg and pull it across your left leg and insert it inside the dhoti near your stomach. Now take the end of this up and insert it inside the dhoti at the back and around the hip. Tuck in all of the remaining part which is left hanging. Take the right back side part, pull it tightly around your right leg, tuck it inside the knot and tuck the remaining hanging part of the dhoti nicely inside as well. Please make sure the dhoti is nice and tight and tucked in properly without any loose bits hanging anywhere. Any loose bits should be pulled tight and tucked inside further. Now you can wrap the waist cloth called Sutu Parivatam tightly around your hip, tucking it inside the dhoti as well in a manner that it will prevent it from coming out or undone.
So now you have learned how to wear the authentic yoga attire in preparation for the Hindu ritual and practice of yoga. Please rewatch this video to catch anything you might have missed. And make sure to follow these instructions for an authentic and optimal yoga experience. Thank you, Nithya.
As part of the authentic yoga ritual, Aushana must be applied on 16 specific places.
Way to tie. So any other questions?
So all the participants have to do this, is it? Or they cannot wear black anymore?
Okay, let me just refer to the rules again, okay? Let's refer to the rules again. It says, it says that the expected attire is traditional yoga wear, tied to the traditional way. See the video. This is the video that you just saw. Or full covering clothing for females or full bottom half covering for male. Or, okay, which means you can wear the dhoti as what they have demonstrated how to tie it, or he say full half covering for male. Okay, so this is what they expect or they recommend, obviously being in tune with the ritual, because yoga is a ritual in this authentic form. So if you want to follow to the to what is prescribed by Paramashiva, then you can try with the dhoti and see how that changes the experience. Any other question?
So it has to be the orange, the
No orange one. Orange is for only sannyasi. So you can be in any other color. Normally we do the white color one, you know, the white color one, which is the
white and gold.
The white with the gold trimming one. Yes, yes. That is the temple, the Vedic temple attire. For the male is the white and with the gold trimming. Female also the sari with the gold trimming. But of course, in the case, you know, when if we were to do it in sari, we had to tie it into dhoti form, not as a dress. Okay. Any other question? So Parameshwari and Nandiyata, so for Gurukul kids, let's prepare them, invite all the kids to take part, and Maheshwari as well. And enrich all the kids to take part. I want all of them to take part because I think they've been practicing, many of the kids have already been practicing Nithyananda Yoga Pratama Vinyasaka for at least 1.5 years since we started Iguruku. So many of them even do advanced level. For children, you know, the body is naturally very flexible. So we can encourage the parents to see what they can do. In the Ardinum, the non-sensitive female bodies are wearing black for yoga. Yeah, correct. We normally, which basically cover your whole body. That's what they say. Okay. So if you want to wear the black, like a black top and the pants, that's fine. They only say, please cover everything. Don't have any parts of body exposed. That's all.
One person can either join beginners, advanced, intermediate.
Yes, you can join in all the 3 categories, but each will be different submission because when you submit one category, you have to load your video. So you will submit as this category, but it's not restricted only for one category. You can submit all the categories if you're. So we encourage people to take up as many categories as possible. I think for me, I will be 2 categories. Maybe the 3rd category, I will see whether I can make it or not. Let's see. So like the Natarajasana, some of them like, you know, doable, even Pachimatasana, right? So, okay, any other question? Otherwise, we're all ready to go. So we will have the social media, basically, I wanted to share also, we have we have updated also the Facebook. The Facebook of Facebook or the yoga challenge in the past. So now we are just updating it to this one. So whoever sign up, we also recommend them to join this international yoga, this Facebook page, which we just updated just like 2 hours ago. Okay, so it used to be called Total Wellness Challenge, which was based on last year's theme. But this year we updated to International Yoga Day Competition in alignment with the global Nithyananda Yoga contest. So whatever interaction question they can ask here, or sharing, they can do it here. So basically, we have a landing place for them to learn more about this contest, and then also seek help if they need. And we are also going to, because already in this Facebook page, we have at least 170 registrants. That means members or followers of this page. So we're going to update it and invite them to join. Okay. So the other thing is, some of you, if you are already initiated before, have done Nirahara Samema or Turiyatita Samema, I also recommend during this period when you're doing this challenge, right? You can do it for maybe 21 days for this whole yoga challenge. You know what? The submission can come earlier, but you can take time to practice this yoga competition, you know, the practice for 21 days. So that's to program your whole muscle memory and biomemory also. And you can also do additional tapas like do a Niraha Samema or do a Turatita Samema if you are interested to this oneness. When you do samyama, like on the fasting, it's definitely much more powerful than not fasting, because it just aligns the whole body and also help in channeling the energy, awakening the high consciousness. So That's what we recommend as well. If you are interested to also. So any other question? Like for me, I'm going to do liquid diet during this period when I do this challenge. So you're more than welcome to do it. So if you're interested, we can post the information on Be Food Free, which is Nirahara Samyama, and also information on Turiyatita Samyama on the diet front. Okay, I will send a post into the Facebook page so that whatever information is needed, they can go and refer and learn how to do the samyama. Okay, so if there's no further question, then how many of you are taking part? Come on, raise your hand. Let me see. Huh? Okay. Do for the fun. It's really. I always believe whenever such a thing is like the guru in a form of that energy will be showered, the possibility will be open the moment you take the job. Just welcome the challenge or the competition and just have fun, play with it. No need to be too serious. Just take part and see what unfolds and what Swamiji take us to. So just welcome that, and not only that, now we're in the midst of Mahaparamashivoham, right? Season 5. So we just started only yesterday. So you are like literally doing the practice and also getting the initiation. This is the best time. So do this, you can do it as a tapas, a penance for during this 21 day together with Swamiji, right? With this, go through the whole Vinyasa Krama, but see what breakthroughs you're going to have, or what kind of breakthroughs you experience. So I really encourage everybody to jump in, including all the existing devotees as well as new devotees. You can enrich people from who are already yoga practitioner or aspire to become a yoga practitioner. Welcome them to take part, because the reason why I wanted to share take this opportunity in conjunction with International Yoga Day to promote Nithyananda Yoga is also to introduce not just Nithyananda Yoga, but also what are the classes available in Kailasa Singapore, so that people can start to join, because we have Jnana Pradara, we have Yoga Jnana, we have the e-Guruku team. All of them are already enriching people with Nithyananda Yoga. So now is the opportunity to enrich more people to really experience this amazing authentic yoga. So, I mean, all of you who have practiced, you know how powerful it is, right? So it's one of the, what I call that. I remember when I first experienced PVK Pratama Vinyasa Krama was during the Mahasarashivoham in 2017, when Swamiji introduced that in the December program. In that morning, when all of us gather in the hall, for the stage, he was there. Then with two yoga acharyas, one is of course Ma Yoga, and the other one is Sri Mitra, I think. So they were going through, and then the Shastra Pramanas was being chanted, and we were just following and practicing that yoga. That moment, I tell you, I had a very, very like a amazing experience, like kind of epiphany, right? Basically, I just suddenly realized this sounds very familiar. This yoga, the way how it is practiced, feels very familiar. It's like I've done this before. That it kind of like awakens the past memory that I may have done this before. So that was like a very strange experience, I can say. It's like, this feels very, very familiar. Even though I'm practicing this for the first time with in this event, but it feels that I already knew it. So like listening to the mantra and practicing in that experience is really very amazing that I feel if there's no further question, then we'll conclude. You can ask offline, and then please go to the Facebook page, because most of the communication or question can be asked in the Facebook page. Then we can address them and support you if you need further information or guidance. Okay. All right. With that, we can wrap up. Thank you for joining. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat.